All right, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I'm going to be talking about the grand portal opening on December 21st, the winter solstice. And so we're just going to have our little touch point this morning, our little, what I call sampler, taster, because this is a big one. The grand portal opening is a huge mass portal with big energy, big transformational energy coming through. So let's see what we can do to kind of take in the information today and start benefiting from it in the ways that we can. So hello from YouTube Live and Facebook Live. We have Donna, Leanne, hi Lucia. So come on in. It's a bit of a frosty morning here. We are in the northern hemisphere where we're going to be having the winter solstice. However, at the same time below the equator in the southern hemisphere, they are having the summer solstice. But regardless of where you are living in the world, this same Capricorn portal, this Capricorn winter solstice is influencing us the same, no matter where we live in the world. Good morning. Hi, Judy. Hello, Annette. Hi, Jennifer. I'm glad you're excited to be here. I'm excited to be here. And so, you always, on Thursdays, always here. I don't even know if I've been doing this for 3 years, but as I was kind of trying to plan for this talk, and it's the end of 2022, we're going into 2023. And even if you're watching this live video and it's in the year 2035, there's still really important information. Or however, by the time we're in year 2035, you may be laughing hysterically because you'll be on the other side of all of this about how we were looking at all of these things beforehand. So maybe we can consider it a historical document. Good morning, Heather. Hello, Eric, Rebecca. Thanks. The nails are looking festive. The nails are ready to be have its color changed, but thank you. So my name's Nancy Rebecca with Intuitive Mind. I have been teaching intuitive psychic development for almost 20 years now. I've been doing psychic readings and healings for over 25 years. And especially lately, I kind of have my finger on the pulse of more of the global type things that are happening. In this particular talk, I'm going to be talking about, movement on a mass scale. And so I always feel like it's my job. I'm kind of a practical person. All right, but what does this mean for us here on Earth? All right, this cool portal's opening. Yep, there's lots of photonic light codes coming in. Yep, we're being influenced by the galactic planets. Yep, we're being influenced by multi-dimensional dimensions. And then it's like, but what is this? How is this going to feel for us? What do we need to do to take care of these human bodies? I mean, we're right in the middle of this big ship. So I'm going to start right there. So thank you, Warrior Girl, for encouraging everybody to click the likes. Just most recently, I got the year-end report from YouTube, and they were telling me how many thousands, 2,500, whatever likes. So we'll try to get that number up for 2023. So the portal, this grand winter solstice portal, is open about 75% right now. So each and every one of you are already being influenced by it. So if you were to try to just think of one or two, maybe three words about how you're feeling in this moment with this winter solstice portal already open about 75%, how are you feeling? Or are you feeling anything? Are you having any ascension symptoms such as nausea or headaches or trouble sleeping or achy bones or time jumps, time warps, where you can't find your thoughts? Like, I'm just kind of throwing out some examples out there, but you most certainly can tell me how you're feeling with this portal opening already at 75%. So because I'm always asking, all right, this is grand, this is great, this is awesome, woohoo, but it's like, what does it all mean? And so I wanted to look up the word paradigm. You're going to crack up. Okay, so I asked for the definition of paradigm because you hear a lot of people. It's like, we're going through a paradigm shift. We're going through a paradigm shift. So I'm like, all right, so what's a paradigm? Let's get down to the grassroots here. All right, so I'm hearing some of you say right now with the portal opening, you're feeling excited. Someone's saying they feel between worlds right now. I'm with you there, Annette. Restless, trouble sleeping big time. um, Someone saying they experience suddenly where they just have to lay down and take a nap. Headaches, yeah, headaches. I think headaches are at the top of the scale. From what I've been hearing, yes, someone else saying headaches that are excited, energized with energy, headaches, the kicker. Yeah, time vanishes. Thank you for that. So really great. All right. Are you ready for paradigm? So a paradigm, oh God, I did a screenshot. Are you ready? Sometimes I wonder who writes these things. This is a paradigm, an outstanding, clear, or typical example or archetype, an example of a conjunction or declension showing a word in all its intentional forms. Yeah, does that tell you anything? It doesn't tell me a darn thing. So then what I laughed about was right below that, someone said, could you describe paradigm in more simple terms, please? So a paradigm is a standard perspective or set of ideas. A paradigm is a way of looking at something. The word paradigm comes up a lot in science. So that's what we're looking at. Kind of ideas, a way of looking at the world. I call it the physical perspective, the 3D human perspective versus the 5D spiritual perspective. You've heard me talk about in workshops, when I give talks, like who's driving your car. So if your human self is driving the car, you might be having a lot of road rage. Somebody's cut you off. Somebody ran a red light. Your car engine light comes on. You have those really human perspectives, with a lot of swear words. And then let's say your spirit is literally driving your car. You're letting your spirit see the shifts, and all of a sudden somebody's run a red light, something else has happened. Then spiritually you would say, we must have made a pretty big energy shift on the planet because people are really going a bit crazy right now. I better slow down and be a little more careful. So that's kind of that human perspective, spiritual perspective. So yeah, naturally, as we shift to letting our spirit reveal the perspective that our spirit wants us to be looking at, just that in itself is a paradigm shift. You're going to human perspective versus spirit perspective is a total spiritual, what's the word? Paradigm shift. Okay. So let's see, experiencing anxiety for the first time. Oh, the flu. Oh my, Heather. Wow, it kind of just lightly touched through in our household and moved on through, but engine light came on. Good morning from Nova Scotia, Canada. Okay, so I've talked about that. And then what is a galaxy portal? What is a multi-dimensional portal? This is big. That's all I can say is it's just big. So a galaxy portal, according to some of the astrologists, we are going through an enormous galactic opening. Now, since 2017, I was just talking to Yvonne yesterday, in fact, and I said, when the blue light star beings came from whatever galaxy they came from, and they came into my meditation room, it's probably one of the strangest experiences I've had in my life. And I've had some incredibly strange experiences. I had no idea that in 2022, we were going to have a more formal galactic opening where we're going to be more influenced by the different planets. So I really invite you to start looking up, just look up the planets within our orbit and start looking up, type in planets and personality styles, and then start to look up and see which planets are influencing us. So galactic means when that portal opens, planets that are further out than our galaxy, our orbit, start influencing humanity and influencing the whole earth in ways that we haven't felt before. So we've learned these dance steps our whole entire life. And if you're doing the tango dance steps can be recognized all over the world. The tango dance steps are always the same. And it's kind of like now with the galactic multidimensional opening, it's like suddenly the tango dance steps have changed. And you're like, wait a minute, you can't change this. This is historically the way we've always done the tango. So that's what's happening. We're having some big influences that are allowing, I get so excited. I'm excited. And I can feel, when you're like, you want everybody to wake up and they're sleeping in the bed and you want to shake their shoulders. It's like, come on, wake up, wake up. I've got the coffee made. I've got the coffee made. That's what I feel. So we are waking up. And so we're more influenced by the galactic, and we will continue to be influenced more by the galactic. I do talk about the blue light. I have a Facebook page called, the Blue Light Movement. We are being influenced more by the planet Sirius. Where the Pleiadians came from, where the Syrians came from, all the different galactic beings. Some people, really say there's a lot of galactic beings that are coming to the earth to help us right now. And I can say, wow, I'd like you to reveal yourself a little bit, to the average person. And I do believe that that's going to happen and all that craziness. Multi-dimensional portal. So that's just another name for you're being influenced by, let's say, 100 different dimensions at the same time, rather than just our worldly dimension. So imagine, let's just say 12 dimensions. There's hundreds, but let's say we're being influenced by 12 dimensions. So you're definitely at the 5th dimension. You have the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. You have, the angelic realm. You have the spirit guide realm. You may have the past life realm. You may have the elven realm. You may have all these different influences. You may have the elemental realm. And so when that portal opens suddenly over this kind of, I'm going to call it a period of 10 days, because it's open right now and it's going to take a little while to close again. It's like, this is a great time to be meditating. It's a great time to be journaling. It's a great time to increase how much water you're drinking. It's a great time to get out in nature. It's a great time to try to sleep. So to get in some good sleep. And yeah, we're in the holidays. It's a bit chaotic, but I was listening to a talk the other day and I loved it because the man, I think his name is David, he said, it feels like we could blink and miss all of it. Like it's such a big deal and the changes are happening so rapidly, we could just blink and all of a sudden we're there. And it's like, wow, we missed the whole journey. So I think that's what I'm encouraging all of us to do, is to take time every day to enjoy these really cool aspects that haven't happened on the earth for tens of thousands of years. So we're really lucky. But when we're feeling sick to our stomach and we're feeling like we have a headache, we don't feel very lucky, do we? So I'm going to leap to era, E-R-A. We're shifting an era. This is even kind of bigger than a paradigm. An era is like this whole system of how we functioned. And yes, we hear the banking systems collapsing, the medical systems are collapsing. Heck, everything's collapsing. Your human body structure is shifting in such a way, especially we're going to get, I'm going to use the word inoculated with these light codes that are helping your body to become more illuminated, more of a light body. And that's going to take place over the next 5 years. It's not like you're just going to wake up overnight and poof, you're a pure light body and you can fly around. I don't even know if in 5 years we'll be flying around, but we will feel the lightness more. So, I'll be doing the winter solstice on the winter solstice. I'll talk a little bit more, but we're going to have more of this type of portal experience. So we are shifting from an era, 2023. I feel like I'm looking, like I've got my forehead pressed up against an LED light. It's that bright. An LED light is that really white, bright light where a little tiny pin of LED light can illuminate like 2 miles out. It's so bright. And so that's why I keep asking. That's beautiful. That's exciting. That's awesome. But what's that going to do to us here on Earth? So, Lush asking, will my light codes transfer to the next lifetime? Sounds like a great question that you can ask your spirit. So this large portal that's opening, this era, this paradigm shift that's happening, it's called a Capricorn winter solstice. I wrote in my notes, it's a large one, bringing, are you ready to know what it's bringing through other than bright light and light codes? It's bringing in supportive energies on a mass scale. Supportive energies on a mass scale. And we most certainly can benefit from those. So this supportive energy, there's this sense of we're going to be kind of returned to our original blueprint. Now, and that's why I'm wearing this blue shirt, to talk about this blueprint, because this is going to lead right into the meditation here in about 2 minutes. So did you know that you have a blueprint? You have an etheric energy field that is the blueprint. So what that means is that there's an energetic imprint, an energetic blueprint that was designed by, let's say, a human architect. Maybe you were the architect, maybe, well, it's a spiritual architect making human bodies. All right. So let's imagine you've got this large blueprint, and then that blueprint is put into the physical world here at the human earth, and then a human body forms with that blueprint. So I remember once a client asked me, not understanding, if my boyfriend is this bright light, why does he act like a fill in the blank, right? If my boyfriend's a bright light, why does he act like this? So the way that Spirit is explaining it to me, you take an aluminum can, a Coke can, beer can, whatever you want to imagine. And remember those can crushers? We used to have them on the wall. Anyway, put the can in there and you crush it because you want to save all your cans in a small amount of space. So you've got this grand spirit, this grand soul. You've got a multi-dimensional spirit. You have a full body, expressive, joyful, light, emotional, sexual, creative, funny, all those things. But the human body can go through troubling times, challenges, hurtful, painful experiences. Some that are so horrific, how does anybody hardly ever speak about it, to, the lightest hurt and harm as I stub my toe, or, my brother doesn't talk to me, even though you had a good life, and those can be hurtful things. But you imagine, let's say you get these little dents or chinks in the can, or maybe something felt so life crushing that the can is crushed. So imagine your spirit trying to come down into that can that has slightly collapsed. your spirit's got to fit down in there and try to expand that aluminum can back to its wholeness again. That's what's happening right now. When we say you're kind of returning to your original blueprint, more of your spirit's coming into your body. And now that blueprint of you is starting to expand. It is an actual etheric field that if you moved around right now, this etheric field is moving with you. So your spirit moves in and it tries to straighten out the blueprint. The blueprint might be folded in half. It might be folded 12 times in a little square, and you've got to unfold this blueprint so more of your light can come in. So we're going to do this meditation where we're going to run some blue energy through your energy field, and then you're going to feel into your blueprint. You're going to maybe see your blueprint. Maybe you can hear the blueprint unfolding and re-expanding, because this is what's happening whether you're consciously aware of it or not, which is the beauty about spirit. However, if you want, let's try today to see if we can expand our blueprint just a little bit more. So as the winter solstice happens, and for those of you who do the Healing Touch Worldwide Foundation sponsored event that I'm on Saturday, on the 17th, I'm going to talk more about it. And then on the actual winter solstice group reading that I do, I'm going to talk more about it. And of course, I'll write about it. But in this meditation, let's see if we can expand our blueprints. Are you all ready? Yes, we're ready. Go ahead and close your enthusiastic, excited eyes. Tune in and sense if you can already feel the light, expansive light coming into your body. Maybe already starting to open up your heart chakra. But say hello to your body, and let's take about 20 seconds for you to explain to your body what it might be going through over the next few weeks. Nice, nice. Now say hello to your higher self, your higher wise self that is in that fifth dimensional realm. And just set your intention and ask your spirit to help the integration into your body come through with an ease and an effortlessness, and that you wish for your spirit to help you have a higher state of consciousness of understanding this new high knowledge that's coming through. So just let your spirit know what you're going to need over the next few weeks. All right, let's now all together, and anyone who's listening to this recording later, set your intention that we're going to expand our original blueprint, and it is blue. We're going to expand our original blueprint in such a way that's comfortable for us right now. Like, don't try to overstretch it. We're just going to gently start to expand it. So set your intention that it be gentle and integrated easily. Let's do a little blue grounding today. So grounding, for those of you who may be listening to me for the very first time, I talk a lot about grounding. So you can pretend that the lower part of your body is a tree that with its tree roots that go deep into the earth. You can pretend it's a waterfall or a rainbow. It can be a rope. It can be any kind of playful, imaginative image that you want to work with. But then imagine that grounding image is connected around the lower part of your aura, and it's going to just be pulled by gravity through the seat of your chair, through the floor of the room that you're in. And maybe you live in an apartment building, so you're going to go all the way through several floors, through the basement, through the earth's crust, and let that, I'm going to call it blue grounding, because even if it is a tree or a rainbow or a rope, let's just pretend it's all blue. So let's just let that blue grounding go all the way down to the earth's core and connect in. Now remember, the earth's core is several thousand feet down. So, but energetically, you can move very quickly. But again, imagine another image to help you wrap around that magnetic core to stabilize your energy for this grand portal, mass portal opening. Now let's tap into some blue earth energy. And so then whatever color blue you want to allow to flow up through your legs, let's let that blue flow up through the bottom of your feet, through your ankles, lower legs, knees, upper legs, hips, into the pelvic bowl, and then let it flood all the way back down your grounding. So you're creating this blue circuit up the legs, into the lower part of the body, all the way back down your main grounding. All right, now bring in a galactic blue, celestial blue, cosmic energy above your head to begin flowing down through the top of your aura, through the top of your head into your body. And just imagine it just flowing through. It's this blue photonic plasma light. Just saturate like you're this sponge, and you're just going to drink in this blue for the intention of straightening out, expanding any collapsed places or torn places, twisted places in your original blueprint. Let that blue just come and heal it and straighten it out. Let it flow down each arm. Let that blue come out each hand. And if you want to raise your hands out in front of you, imagine that galactic blue, celestial blue flowing out each hand. Allow that galactic blue to flow through your hips, your left hip, your right hip, through your spine, through your lower back, your tailbone, your pubic bone in the front. And imagine if it's kind of contracted or collapsed in on itself, that beautiful blue is just like blowing air into a balloon. It's just going to expand your blueprint to its original state when you were born on this earth. Beautiful. Now let it flow, that beautiful blue, down each leg, through the hips, the upper leg, the knees, the lower leg, the ankles, the feet, and imagine it's re-expanding. My sense is this is one of the tightest places for your original blueprint that I'm seeing right now. And we're in our head a lot, and so we may not even notice that we have a body, or we may not even notice we have a lower body. So let that blue come in and start to expand your blueprint of the lower part of your body, your legs, your joints, your feet. Now let that blue continue on, that celestial blue, right through the earth, right out of the room that you're in, down your grounding, right through the earth's crust, and bring some of that celestial blue to Mother Earth, as well as a little gift for supporting us with grounding. Nice, nice. Let's just take a moment to set your intention for what you desire now, or what you desire for your life in 2023. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And once you kind of feel like you're fully back, you can put in a few words to describe what that experience was like for you. Now, this supportive energy that's coming in, I'm calling this energy Akasha. So you can actually look it up online. It's a Hindu term, Akasha. Akasha is the original creative energy from which everything was formed on the earth and the galaxies and the planets. I'm going to talk more about this Akasha energy when I do the 2023 year long frequency forecast. So, but this Akasha energy is coming through that portal. When it's pure, that pure creative form that's coming in and it's available to you, start manifesting. What do you want to manifest? This is becoming such a rich time to manifest. You have a thought, it happens. You have a thought, it happens. You have a thought, it happens. So you want to be really careful with what you're thinking, because you're manifesting everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Why? Because spirit doesn't view anything as good, bad, or ugly. It's just creation. And so let's be more intentional about this new era that we're moving in, and wanting to create peace and kindness and support of each other, and strength and bravery and courage. So anyway, as you know, I could go on. So two other things I want to mention. The Winter Solstice is still open for registration, so that is next week on the Winter Solstice. I have timed it earlier in the day, meaning it'll be, I think, from about 4 to 6:30, because I have a lot of people on the East Coast. I have a lot of people in other countries. So yeah, it might be a little early for you here on the West Coast, but that is the reason, if you want to know what I was thinking. that was what I was thinking. Please get your ticket. Please register. I can't even tell you what an amazing, incredible shift you're going to experience. Okay, so that's in place, and the link is here. And even if you can't make it, you can get the audio recording, and you will feel equally supported, even if you're not actively involved at the time. Psychic Mastery 2 is going to be opening the first week of January. The page kind of describing what that is will open up also sometime, I think, between Christmas and New Year. I might be able to get it opened up a little early. If you're even thinking that you would like to work with me for, I'm going to call it an intensively awesome year, then go to intuitivemind.org. Oh, I think I have the link below as well. Or go to intuitivemind.org, click Psychic Mastery 2, and then ask to join the mailing list, and then we'll email you directly. So those are two big, huge things that are happening. Anyway, thank you all, and I will hang on here to read some of the notes that you made from your meditation. So enjoy expanding back into your original blueprint. All right, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.